Shelby, it was pretty amazing. The Pentacrest here at University of Iowa is pretty bare now, but between 12 and 3, when the eclipse was happening, it was absolutely packed. Around 3,000 people, I would say, came to view the eclipse. So many, in fact, that the University of Iowa actually ran out of glasses that they were giving out. They had 2,400 pair of eclipse glasses. Unfortunately for the people at the end, they were not able to grab a pair. But it was really just amazing to see this event brings so many people together, millions of people nationally and a few thousand people here in Iowa City, all sharing this same experience, looking up at the sky to view the eclipse. And it's quite amazing to think about what has to happen for an eclipse to occur. The Earth, the sun, and the moon all have to align, and the sun is about 400 times larger than the moon, but it's also about 400 times farther away. So that syncs the two up perfectly, and we get to experience what we experienced today. Coming up at News 8 at 5, we'll hear from students as they looked on, and for many of them, it was their first ever eclipse experience. Shelby.
All right.
John, the crowd was pretty amazing, and the Pentacrest where everyone was gathering is pretty bare now, but between noon and 3 o'clock when the eclipse was happening, there was about 3,000 people here. So many, in fact, that the University of Iowa actually ran out of glasses that they were handing out to people. They had 2,400 pairs of eclipse glasses, and unfortunately for the people at the end of the line, they were not able to get a pair. But so many people today got to experience an eclipse for the first time. 89% totality occurring at 2:03.
It's just barely a sliver of the sun's poking out right now.
Amazement from onlookers at the University of Iowa as the sky dimmed.
This is really, really cool. This is something I've never seen before.
I'm glad my test got moved, though.
Joseph Hughes' professor was good to him, allowing the freshman to claim his spot on the lawn by 12:30.
I'll probably get up a little bit, but I want to be here when it's like at the most covered.
But it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see something so clear.
Blake Bentler isn't studying science, but Monday's eclipse had him geeking out.
It's just one of those events that really puts the whole world in perspective. You think you're the center of attention a lot of times, but then you look up and you're like, okay, I'm a much smaller part of just such a much bigger universe.
Looks like the sun with a bite taken out of it on the left side.
Even though the sun is approximately 400 times larger than the moon, it sits roughly 400 times farther away, syncing the two up perfectly.
We're getting close, 50, 40, 60 maybe.
It's just crazy to think about what life is like outside of Earth, of course. You know, there's so much more to discover.
A phenomenon that millions of people nationwide and a few thousand in Iowa City got to experience together. In Iowa City, Joe McCoy, WQAD News 8. And here's a fun fact for you sports fans, and as a diehard Chicago Bears fan, this one's a little bit tough, but there have been more total solar eclipses in the past 13 years than the Chicago Bears have playoff wins. Take with that information as you will. John?
All right, Joe, James is not happy with that one either.